A lot of people seem to want to eat well, but tend to fall back into the same destructive habits. In today's video, you will learn how to eat well for healthy living at home and become healthy and younger. You deserve to eat well. A lot of people seem to want to eat well, but tend to fall back into the same destructive habits. While it may be confusing at times as to why this may be, the truth is that no matter how much we want to do things right for ourselves, it is difficult, if not impossible, if you do not fully believe you deserve to be taken care of. Whether it is being taken care of by yourself or someone else, you do deserve to eat well. All of us have self-doubts at times, and some of them are so deeply rooted within us that it can lead us to act in destructive ways, whether we want to or not. However, if we are willing to consider the fact that our self-perceptions are flawed, we can take the steps necessary toward healing those broken pieces of ourselves that make us stop believing we are worthy of being taken care of. However, nothing that is injured within us is necessarily going to be broken forever. We can take the steps necessary to heal ourselves, even though that is difficult at times. You have to be devoted to a path of self-healing before you can ever dedicate yourself to eating a nourishing diet if food is one of the things you use to punish yourself. One thing you can do to help yourself develop the self-love you need to believe you are worth a future full of healthy foods and free of disease that is caused by the easy-to-access processed foods that are so abundant is speaking with someone who is qualified in helping you to identify self-destructive thoughts and patterns that are holding you back. You can also practice other types of self-love, using methods such as mindfulness, journaling, and meditation. If you start a gratitude journal, you begin to take a close look at your life and see the things that you have to be grateful about. When you are able to look at the positive things in your life, it can make it that much easier to see positive patterns and good things about yourself and the people you care about. Not only that, but developing that mind-body connection is an essential part of learning to believe that you truly do deserve to eat healthy, nourishing foods. You can also attempt meditation as a way to get centered within yourself and utilize mindfulness as a way of seeing the opportunities and beauty in every new day. Mindfulness meditations help us to get closer to ourselves both inside and out and align with our true needs and desires, such as the need to be nourished and healthy and safe. However you choose to enhance your mind-body connection, all of these are bound to help you to learn how to value yourself more deeply. When you value yourself, you make decisions based on what truly fulfills you and you will allow your body to thrive. So if you are enjoying the video and found it helpful, please leave a like on this video and a comment, as this goes a long way and helps support our channel. We appreciate it. So let's get back to it. How to change a habit for healthy eating. Healthy eating is something that takes a lot of discipline and practice, especially if you were not raised eating right, or if you have found yourself falling into patterns of unhealthy eating. Fortunately, changing a habit is a lot more simple than it might appear at first glance. If you are ready and willing to make a change that is lasting, then you will be able to change your habits and enjoy a healthy lifestyle from here on out. First of all, you have to identify your unhealthy habits before you can begin to break them. This can be difficult for many people, but it can help to keep journals of your regular activities and habits. That way you can begin to identify patterns that are self-destructive. Once you have identified these self-destructive patterns, then you will find that you are able to predict when you may begin to act self-destructively. A lot of the time, self-destructive actions have trigger points that you can identify. If you know what causes you to act out and want to do things that will sabotage your efforts, then you can more easily avoid them or realize what is happening before you give up and lose your progress. Next, after you have identified your negative habits, it is time to try some intervention. Instead of allowing yourself to run on autopilot so that your brain is doing whatever it wants to do whenever it wants to do it and your body is forced to follow suit, you have to start to take control over your mind. If you do not control your mind, then you do not control anything about yourself. If need be, you may want to enlist the help of a qualified professional who may be able to help you to identify your negative patterns and address them in a healthy way. Regardless, you have the power to change your habits. Once you have identified them, and you know that you are going down a negative thought spiral, you can interrupt your thoughts and redirect them towards something more positive. For example, if you find yourself thinking about how wonderful it would be to eat at a fast food restaurant, instead of brainwashing yourself with memories of the chemically induced flavors of fast food, instead, do some research and make a list of all the reasons why fast food is unhealthy and addictive and chemically terrible for your body. Whenever you start to have a craving for the bad food, interrupt those positive thoughts with the negative reality. That will help to dissuade you from eating foods that are terrible for you and encourage you to seek out better sources of nourishment. Being able to identify these negative thought patterns and addressing them through a physical change in your neurons by interrupting them with positive thoughts instead is a way to physically rewire your brain so that you are no longer a slave to your impulses. And that is how healthy eating begins. Now, if you guys enjoyed this videos and found it interesting, please show your support by hitting the thumb up button, subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications bell so that you can keep to date with our content's releases. Also leave your question and thought below. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next videos.